Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying the event themselves. But again, game number one in the books. Obviously, so many updates to see exactly where we stack up. In the end, those final moments can be so hectic. So before we hop into game two, we will have a standings update for you all at home. Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well, guess what? It's Sap and Zayt, but...
And Benji, Mr. Savage, man. Just incredibly clutch solo moves and plays.
Both of our predictions.
Both of our predictions. And they're still up there. Guess what? Imagine when they're healthy and when they actually get some good rotation items. I'd love to see how they're going to play in the late game, man.
Placement points so key. You did a great job pointing out Mitro at the end. Not only does he stay alive, not only does he perfectly use his materials and his movement items, but he somehow finds 5 more limbs, putting his team from probably an abysmal game one to top. Again, here are your standings from game number one. Dubs and Mega, they wound up making it through as well. And that's because of Mega staying alive, too. Absolutely. This sold out. Are you guys ready for game number 2? Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched.
Less nerves, gonna get back into the flow, back into the farming mentality. And man, I'm looking at these llamas on my screen. I'm just hoping that they find them. There's nothing greater than finding the new upgraded llamas at 350 mats.
Dude, they're insane. And they're everywhere. And look, wait, can we look at the map? Look at the north side. You've got 3 llamas in a very small area.
Llamas.
And many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very, very far away.
I mean, the one thing I was telling my teammate Malachi, I was like, listen, man, sometimes you just actually have to tell yourself, hey, we should probably look for llamas as we're flying in, because, usually you're looking for players who's going to be landing next to you. But if you actually keep an eye out for that adorable pink, purple, and blue llama.
And there's one.
I mean, look, you're just going to get rewarded with shield, rotation. There's Shadow Bomb Storm, campfires, minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each type. So when you get 350, it's done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting and, farming, and much more time looting. And look at Zayt perfectly using the Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home who are wondering how he just used it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for, explain a little bit of staying on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, all you have to do is just continue that jump animation. That's going to trigger the double jump. And as long as you don't touch any solid ground, you're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the Shadow Bombs, and you're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other people's builds, and which is way more difficult to do that off a mountain, by the way.
For sure, as we now take a look at the storm is landing side of the map, and the storm is very far. Great point to bring up there. We can see on our side, the zone right now basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted, and the rest of the north side of the map are in play. So everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see in the elimination feed very early on, Elevate does get cut down. So a tough start for the duo from 100 Thieves right there, as you've got to wonder if Arkram's still alive. Either way, though, Daedra and M11Z
looks like they have players
down in Loot Lake. In Loot Lake, Lucky Landing, and they do have a duo nearby.
Looks like they're trying to obviously back away while continuing to farm up. Lucky Landing is not really a 4-person landing. When more than two people land here, one of them is going to be leaving a little bit handicapped. And Yuang in a fight right now, popping that last big shield, so all of his damage that he will take from now on will be permanent unless he gets an elimination and gets...
Look at how good these stink grenades are right now. Scram and Mexi have lost so much HP off the start of this one just from getting ticks. The spray does come on through. A third party, though, beginning to shoot down on a Yuang. So another player putting their attention towards this fight.
Trying to line of sight
at Snobby, but KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself, and no materials left, Ninja.
He can't even take a wall.
They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yuang knows that, trying to fall back to his teammate to maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
A lot of these players really are kind of hesitant, you know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to push. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot of shield.
Are they going to get it off
the right play? They're going to push forward.
Yuang, no shield.
And he's going to get the double! He's going to get the double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Yueng takes them down. The 4 builds left. I believe there was some help. The shots that came in from that third team getting nearby, which weakened them at first. Yueng gets the cleanup on the last one right there. What a swing for the duo. Shot does come in onto Keys, though, as another fight going down just outside the desert side of the map. Keys and Slacks up against 2.
Running out of materials already, and guess what? These guys are at the farthest point of the storm.
Yep.
So this is not, they can't afford this fight, right? The longer this takes, they're not going to be able to get materials. They're going to be burning all the materials in this fight right now. So they're definitely going to need these lists to make up for it.
That was
and
clean.
look at the knock on Landjock.
And Landjock and Punisher went down early last game as well, and it looks like Landjock will suffer the same fate here.
Upgraded combat shotgun, you know he's going to take that. Punisher trying to make some plays here. Still, now it is a 2-on-1 situation. Just need to play the numbers advantage. And again, Storm is about to start moving, so they're going to have to make some plays sooner rather than later.
No ammunition. Very few builds.
Minimal
no
build.
shield. This spells disaster, and Punisher goes down, and there's the frustration in the player camera right there. Slacks and Keys, 2 quick eliminations. But you mentioned they can't afford to do that. It takes so much time in that fight. They've got to go very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted. Clix and Skeptic in a fight.
Got some shield. Doesn't necessarily want to use this many to only get a 10. And he looks like he's just trying to obviously take some ult, help his teammate out. No, he's getting taken. Is a trap kill? He's going to get the knock. Unbelievable, incredible plays. Bad Sniper goes down, and now he's continuing to branch out. When you guys are in fights like this, you always want to do exactly what he's doing right now, which is branch out, continue to build these little 1x1s with pyramids, try to confuse your opponents of where you actually are healing up.
Skeptic just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clix has time to pop 1 mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment.
Finally gets a shotgun.
Yep. Shotgun picked up. Grenades now as well. They want to go for the second elimination. And
we take the oh my god, we got some trap
content. Did he just take the L in real life? Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's going to come over. No, I'm just kidding.
40?
But the Stinks come on in.
Stinks coming in, 22 health left, Campfire down. He has.
Oh, and look who's here.
Third party. Hello.
Look who's here. NA puts up the take the L, and EU says, no, no, no. This is the World Cup, baby. I'm going to show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongrel, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Duel ins for Mitro,
Clix
still
right there.
Down low. Wow, incredible. Look at that kid. Gold Scar, gold combat, heavy shotgun, or I'm sorry, heavy sniper rifle for taking opponents' walls. Look at, they're just stealing and bum rushing, and that's going to be it.
And there's no shot right there. Skeptic. You saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for a reason. But then also a fantastic player. I think speaks a little bit too soon. Aiden now on your screen. Does knock 1. Hasn't finished the elimination yet, so still will gain 50 HP if he can get the full. There it is. Now a 2 versus 1. Aiden and Sean. Look at how weak Sean is, though, Ninja.
Sean has absolutely no health. A little bit of shield. Hopefully we're going to drop some minis here. Aiden being the good team that he is, I'm sure he's calling it out right now. But it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know, we don't know how weak this guy is right now, but if he is weak, they're going to look to try to trade. And there's a double shotgun shot for over 21 white. Players no shield left. They're going to try to put the pressure on. Sean has health, and look how aggressive they're being. They're both one hit. They could actually trap.
They're going for it. They're saying, you know, you would have thrown the trap down by now. And there it is. And look at the take from Aiden. The jump out to the side, and they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials. And look, Aiden actually, there was 2 big shields.
Yeah.
Aiden's got the full health.
That's incredible, man.
You see the stats so far this game. Aiden has done 434 damage, has taken 312, and he's near backup to max health. I know Aiden is a...
الليلة طليلة ايش دوية الله ما نعرفش الواي فاي ما نعرفش الجو وقف كلش كلش
freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks
right
like a
now.
lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only 1 airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going to airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone at the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it on the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to do a lot of damage. You might think, oh, well, there's no way to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching that action.
So احنا الرجال بالتسيير طبعا.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Sizzlucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory, and Ninja
like a dolphin.
Chug splashes have killed this game, and they've completely taken competitive. Are they the best healing item currently in this meta?
I think there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it. But let me tell you something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive, reactions from an item than when chug splashes were added. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely incredible. Delightful posts. Delightful. Just some delightful posts. Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, come in packs of 2, you can stack up to 6, they give you 20 health or shield, whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down the ground, and they can be used to heal you and your teammates around you, as well as, if you really want to be a troll, your enemies that you've knocked. Here are Mongraal and Mitro in the zone, and you talked about this inventory. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongraal has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now where they have a pop-off performance right here. With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leader.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first. Yep, they didn't even win the game. And Mongraal went down early before players Sean in another fight with Quinton and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
Out of materials.
And he's out of materials. So he can't even spray right now. The only thing you can do is spray an AR, and that's not really effective against top players if you're actually trying to take walls.
Well, the player tried to drop a trap down to bait Aiden, but Aiden does not fall for it this season. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping, and there's one limb. Another shot comes in.
They damaged their soul. ما نعرفش شو تعمل. أما ديك بتقدر حفنا نياس. هيينا. Storm Surge ديك. أما ما نعرفش تعمل أزلط يعني ديك ما نعرف. فينا ما نعرفش. ولا هاي.
Pushed by more than one person.
Reaction from Aiden, but this looks like it could spell disaster. For the duo. Damage down 639. He does go down, though the quick edit comes through.
Plays. Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously there's 3 other players who are around. What's he going to do? Looks like he's going for high ground. Smart play, but he's out of
He's خنامل. Mate.
He's got what he's going to do. We both freaked out.
Aiden mate.
In a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know, what a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to know. Look at his own. He has to push.
Fortnite/Watch.
He has to push.
لا بس نعمل دين نستطيع نورا السافيج بيس واك.
Don't even worry about Storm Surge. They're 446 above
as well. Has a shot and he's going to be taken down. I mean, that's just the worst position to be in any competitive game, is being weak, low material and being forced to push in.
Every time you watch Aiden, whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears. If you remember the famous moment, for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Mercs and Aiden duo, where they made it into the big bonus.
يا تنورا على الزيت. الزيت تنورا. الزيت شدي يعمل زيت.
Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game. The average was 80. They were 600 above in this lobby already. Unfortunately,
هيا نادم. هيا نادم. المستر سافيج نورا.
Potential fights. Here's Sizzlucky and Brush, who we saw earlier on in the last game at Fatal Fields.
ينعمل Fortnite/Watch وبس. عندك الكامز لما كان الصورة. لا 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 طهفنا. طهفنا. عملي. Pio just sniped.